Can I ask Johnny, because I took something quite big from your story is clearly the role Brendán Îngle played in building your confidence. It was something you clearly lacked as a youngster, but finding the guidance from Brendán developed you psychologically in a way that you obviously thank him for massively to this day. And over to you, Joe. Johnny found that guidance as a youngster. Do you find in your organisation that a lot of the issues, whether it be low self-belief like Johnny, or whether it be going out and getting into gangs and getting into fights, being a bully, whatever that be, do you find a lot of these kids maybe could really do with guidance? Maybe do they miss that sort of parental figure in their life somewhere or the other? Did you find that's a big issue with some of these kids?
It's interesting. Like in our gym in Tottenham, one thing I would say is the parents that are dragging these kids down. Mm-hmm. I think that's actually one of the strongest features I see. Great parents that want their kids to do better, and they're sort of holding on. They're pushing their kids to come in and try this and do something new. And I think so the parents is a huge thing that I see. I think if you're, for example, from an estate in Tottenham, right? You might have seen a few of these guys, as you said, that have kind of glorified prison, but you know people that have been away, right? But you don't know a world champion, or you don't know a footballer, or you don't know a doctor, or you don't know an entrepreneur, right, who's come from your estate. You just haven't.
You've only got that one side of.
If you want to make money and you want to do
options,
you
need to broaden your horizons.
Yeah. Broaden your horizons and your mindset. So that's why when we bring someone down, like AJ popped down maybe a month ago, he kind of popped down to the gym and just said hello to some of the people there. When you've seen him, right, when you start talking to him, when you listen to his story, right, there's not much difference between me and him. 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 head. We came up not dissimilar environments. He's taken it to here, and this is what he's telling me. Like I know if I'd met AJ or someone like this when I was training as a kid, that would have motivated me for years. That would have given me the boost, because until you've seen it, you can't really comprehend that this could be me.
The only time you see that person on TV,
that person is not real.
But when you meet them, you think, I know somebody like you. I'm actually like you. And the problem is, there's a gap between. So right now, you're talking about the kids that might be express violence or whatever. I get that, but there's also a gap for those kids that haven't got no confidence. Yeah. They're not troublemakers, and they may end up going that way down the line. So it's getting a balance of giving something to those kids to say, right, you relate to this. Yeah. You want to see somebody posted that looks like you. That's a CEO, not just a track athlete. Yeah. Or that we're talking about being a fireman, being a cop, being a doctor. It's just giving those positive inspirations to say, he's actually just like me. One of the main secretaries on the Boxing Board of Control, big black guy, ex-copper. But when you talk to him, he is such a nice guy. But he's now a barrister, criminal barrister, and now he works on the Boxing Board of Control. This guy used to box, used to be just like all of us when you talk to him, but it's inspiring. You need to see people that look like you to think that's an option. You don't want to think things aren't an option for you, and that's where the issues are.